It's my haircut. I'm done with that. Hi. Hey. There. You got it. Hi. I'm filming a video. Yeah. Hey. So. Hello. 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 There are no scary aliens. There are no scary aliens. I found out they're all angels. I found out they're all angels from the Bible, so they're not scary. Hey, it's still filming. '78. 78. My friend Mishka's 78. Or it was 78. He's 83. Wow, it looks awesome. Yeah! Chinese theater! Yeah!
Hola,
for everybody. It's not just for like some people.
You okay?
I'm okay. How are you? Praise God, praise Jesus. Me llamo John Birmingham.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Big C.
Big City?
Big C.
Big City?
Yeah, Big C.
Big
Like a
C?
football player, Big C.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You out of town?
What's that?
You out of town?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Take care.
Big C.
Yep.
The letter C. Oh, hello. La La Land. La La Land.
Did that?
I'm a Yankee. No. I'm from Europe. No. I'm a southerner. I was born in the South. They're like nice, kind people, good people, human beings. human beings, for goodness sake, are commonly good in the South. They're good there. They're pretty good sometimes. Many of them get into heaven. It's okay there, but I came here. I don't know why. I'm not that guy mode drunk. Yes, I am. No. Oh man, I had to do so much of that kind of work like that stuff. I better get away from it. That man's working hard. He's the Superman. They're the real Superman people. If you want to be Superman, you gotta work it. Never mind. If you want to be Superman, you gotta work it. Hey, famous guy. Hey, guy working hard on stuff. Young man, maybe. You work hard. Do you work hard on things?
Try.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, the baby. Please get her off him off the ground. You know. You already knew. He doesn't want to be dirty. Hello? Oh, praise Jesus. Jesus. Hi. Hey, careful. I get it. You don't want to film too much stuff. The guy's got a Tesla. I think my mom was going to get one. She doesn't. This is strange, or it is. I don't know. Maybe Elon Musk will fly into space and live on another planet. I don't know. Maybe Elon Musk. Maybe Elon Musk will. He's getting old. We're all getting old. Hi, Danica. Hey.
Hey, walking the streets of walking the streets of Hollywood like Pee-wee Harmon in the back alley.
No, like the streets of Hollywood, like this, like this.
Hey, walking the streets of
No, walking the streets. Hi. Okay. Oh, check this out. Art. They painted a wall. This guy is somebody painted a thing. He looks like a skateboarder. He looks like one of the original Native Americans in the United States. He looks like one of the original Americans in the United States, Native Americans. From hundreds of decades of years ago. Here's Cameron Diaz's family. Cameron Diaz's family. No, she's, obviously she looked really good, and she still does. She still looks young, I think. Hi, may I film you?
Sure.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you'll be in a famous video. You're a couple?
Yeah.
Hi. Well, I filmed you in a video. You can look up John Birmingham if you want to see the video. John Birmingham. Maybe you'll be married. I have no idea. Hi. Oh. Hey, guy running across the street towards me. That's a different person.
Anything to me?
Do you want to be on a famous guy?
Yeah.
Might as well film you while you look like 23 or 22. I don't know. Maybe you're 20 something. I'm old. I'm 46. I'm not that old. Hey, man. Oh. I gotta go. Pizza. All right. This is where the Munchkins went on the roof and partied in 1942, maybe, or 1936. This is where the Munchkins partied in 1936. This is where the Munchkins partied in 1936. Hey, any days? You got it. That's what the man said in New York City. And he was quiet. He was quiet. I don't want to go down. I want to see the roof. I'd like to see the roof. How do you get on the roof? Do you know how to get on the roof?
No, I'm looking for the elevator.
May I film you? Oh no. A young man and me, old guy, walking through here. I don't know. Oh, come on. Yeah. Oh. Look at this. Look at this. Where the Munchkins partied in 1942. Wow, look at this. It's a miracle. Where a ghost flew off in 1954, before you were born, where a ghost woman flew off and went, and now they have better security, and Jesus protected it from all that. Nobody did that. Nobody did that here. Probably nobody ever jumped off. They don't do that. I think nobody ever did that at this hotel. I think. Whoa. It's beautiful. Hollywood Roosevelt. Wow. Look at this view of Los Angeles. Now that is the Hollywood High School football field. That is the Hollywood High School football field. That is huge. That is so cool. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Not a cloud in the sky. No aliens. Unless they're angels. Of course they're aliens because they're angels. I better stay here. Oh, it's got a little bit of a Spanish roof from those conquistadors in Spain who were friends with the people, the Americans and the Native Americans who started Los Angeles, or something like that. The biggest high school football field. No, yes, it may, I don't know. I better be quiet. I'm a little nerd. I'm a little nerd. There's the pool. They're doing work to a suite, or I don't know what. Something for the hotel. Cool. Look at this. Tile saw? Some kind of circular tile saw, maybe. It's got the water on it. Or something. I don't know. I don't know what kind of saw it is. There's the Hollywood Hills. Look, that's a cool, guys. Some cool house. Do you think? do you think? It's beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, you should have seen how old I looked. 78. You want to see it in the mirror? In the elevator? 78. It looked bad. Well, for me, because I'm 46. Shows nothing. Show the open air. Now look okay. Not like in my videos. Look like, hey, it's 78. And everybody else look young. Look at that. This is awesome. Now I'm backed into a corner. No, I'm not. There's a man working in there. I think at this hour of the night. Hello? Hello? There's a man working in there. I'm not gonna go in. Hey, I worked like that by myself. Hey, good. It smells good. Oh, it smells like comics I used to have as a kid. Wow, that guy must be really sin-free if he gets to feel that way when he works. Wow, it sucked for me. Wow, it really felt bad for me. Well, it's not that bad. I got to feel when I was a kid. And I got to do things that he maybe not didn't. But in general, my life is just, you know, I'm not gonna jump off the edge like a munchkin hanging himself hanging him. I don't know, like a munchkin going, yo. You want to see how old I look in the mirror? I'll show you. I'm 78. All these old wrinkles like this in my forehead. I'll show you in the elevator mirror. Looked about 93. How do I get down here? I don't tell me. This is awesome. That was a miracle. And after I made it through that, I got to. There's a pool. And I don't know what. Nope. How do I make it down there? I got to pee. Hey, this is a miracle I can walk. I did look about 93. Maybe it wouldn't show me if I tried to show myself in an elevator mirror. I'd probably try to show me looking good. And then when I went out to socialize with humankind, I looked like shit. Who knows what? And that's how we are. We have to do what God wants us to do. Even at this age. And these young people in their 30s looking at me like, don't want to end up like him, you know? So I made him feel good with God and Jesus. With God and Jesus. Or didn't feel it well. God did, not me. Hi. It doesn't look that way right now. Hey. Hey. That's some scary stuff. Hey, Mrs. J. Kill on there and other women. You do not want to be a false idol like Marilyn Monroe. If she was. Because you could end up, I don't know. I think she maybe made it to heaven. I think Marilyn Monroe made it to heaven, maybe. I think she did. She suffered a bunch of depression. That's why, I think that's why she died, but I don't know. I think she made it to heaven, maybe. Something good about her, I feel, from God. But don't give other men attention if you're not supposed to. I don't know. Maybe she didn't. She did. She did. I don't know where I'm gonna end up. Is that the way to the... There's the place. We got filming that young woman.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay. Yeah. Young man. Young guy. Young guy. Oh no, I gotta get out of here.
That shit was beautiful. That shit was
I may have $0 to my name.
It was.
I'm making.
Yeah, but making.
I'm pretending to make it a film, making a video. I might edit it into a film, but I don't know if it's allowed.
Locked out?
They saw my creepy old guy side. Like PB Hunting when he was young. Walking through a back alley looking creepy. I don't know. I better shut up.
That's all right. Are you looking for somebody?
I'm trying to go back up to my room.
Oh, okay. This is the back area.
Oh,
So come on, we'll help you. I'll get you to the
yeah.
front.
Yeah.
Just come this way.
Yeah.
Sir, this way. Oh, here you go. Oh, this is for staff. This is for staff? No, he's coming down.
I'm going to
This
my
is staff
room.
area. He
I
needs
don't
to
know.
find his room. You have to come this
It's
way.
number 6.
Okay,
It's on
but
the 6th floor.
yeah, the front
It's
entrance is this
something.
way, sir.
32 or whatever it is. I guess I'll just leave.
So you're gonna make a.
I can just go in the front entrance. I know where that is.
Do you know where you are?
But I didn't.
Is your
Yeah.
room by the pool?
I was trying. Oh, in the mirror. Time it. One wrinkle like this. One wrinkle like this. It was frightening to me. And others. But it hasn't hit me yet. That if I start thinking, wow, you really gotta look better. I really gotta look better if that's how I looked. I'm gonna put the camera down. Peace. No. Let's turn the camera this way. Huh. Turn this camera. No. No. Turn this camera like a cat. You know, that's a southern gentleman trying to wipe the cat's butt. It's the most terrific hell. I didn't 9-year-old young man. I know. some lewd, crude humor here. Or maybe not. Boys. No. Boys. You are wrong. Oh, no. Okay. Make sure to film your face in good lighting. It's gotta feel like it's gay. If you look anything good at all. Unless God makes you look really good and you weren't even really trying that hard out, you're just being yourself. Look what I got today down there. It's a light piece of luggage. It's very light. $78 because I couldn't have carried. See, when I went across country, I had to carry all the stuff that I moved with all the way for 22 hours, holding it. It didn't have wheels on it. It didn't have wheels on it. And it put bruises. Oh, you can't see them in this light. It put bruises on my arms. It hurt my. It didn't really hurt my back, but it almost hurt my back. That's how strong I was. Didn't even and my legs. I had to put all the luggage under my feet, and I couldn't even sit normally in the plane. And after all that, the weird angles and stuff, didn't do permanent damage, but I had to sleep most of the next day. I had to lay in a bed most of the next day. So I don't want to go back. It was a 22-hour plane flight, and I've been like eating some food. I haven't really had much food today. So, Oils. 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 I like olive oil. It's too bad. I really like olive oil and stuff to cook with. Oils. 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 Little weak arm. Even when I'm not even trying for it to look good, it's like they're still angry at it. It's felt like total shit being alive with all that. It's not been worth. It's not much good to feel good about. But I'm not suicidal. I wouldn't kill myself. I shouldn't even show myself. Didn't look that good. But hey. There's a bright side to every oils. Oils. Southern Gentleman walked up to I met a famous guy on the plane. Here's who I think he was. The guy from Pulp Fiction who played who played Pumpkin. Honey Bunny and Pumpkin and the thing she said, every one of your last mother effers move, I'll execute every last one of you. Mother, you know what. The guy that was with her, Tim Roth, he's just some working actor. He was like kind of famous. He may have a few $1 million or something. He's married. I think he's 62. I think he was on the plane. I think I talked to him a bunch. I said, are you Eli Roth? And I tried to act cool and famous and like cool about it. He was like, oh no. And he wanted love. He was looking for love from God. And I talked to him about God. And I think he was on the plane. But I tried to act cool still, and then I missed the entire plane flight, and I was so worried. And it took me 22 hours to even get to the hotel and get to sleep, or 23 hours by the time I got to sleep at the hotel. Now they want to break my teeth in. The anxiety wants to break my teeth in. Because now I look really good, but there in that elevator down there, it had a very, the lighting was very, it was overhead, and it looked like this on my forehead went like that, like that, like that, and like that. All these deep wrinkles. Old, really old. 93. And I was standing there really big and fat, like this, not that fat, but kind of fat. And this one girl who's in her 20s, the elevator opened, she started walking, she took one look at me and went, she was afraid by me, just how old I looked. And it was just, to feel that way. It hasn't hit me yet, but that made me want to just like not kill myself and throw a fake gun that has a little ping pong ball coming out of it out of the side, because it doesn't always look that old, but that's pretty much, I didn't look like that a few years ago. And to think that I went back to Virginia instead of doing famous stuff while I had a chance to be really famous. And I may have a chance to be really famous yet, because even Rodney Dangerfield did it in his 50s, I think. I don't know. He may have been on one of the Tonight shows or something when he was younger, but he did it by his 50s or 60s, and I don't even, I shouldn't worry about it. I still look okay. I'm not that old looking. But that's like the way that I felt like everything was okay. Like, oh, I'm loved, everything's okay, like in a movie. Like, I saw Back to the Future when I was 7 years old, and I thought, hey, that's something to look forward to. I didn't get discouraged until after I had worked for like 30 or 40 years, since I was 12 years old, full time, which is less than how hard I was working every day. And then I got discouraged. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm not depressed now. It could all go away and you'd be happy. You feel good. And this is me when I come home. Oh, look, my wife's not here. My kids are not here. Me by myself with God. I shouldn't be mean, but it just didn't feel that good. It was like, it hasn't hit me to be depressed about it, because it's not a lasting old age. I could lose 30 or 40 pounds and look like way younger than Crocodile Dundee when he got famous. Crocodile Dundee got famous when he was older looking. He had already been kind of famous in Australia, and then he moved. He went to the United States, and I think the budget for Crocodile Dundee was $10 million. So he didn't make it. See, you don't make it until you make it to heaven. You don't make it until you make it to heaven. You don't make it until you make it to heaven. So, and it still hasn't happened for me on earth to where I feel like it's been worth living for, because my wife and kids aren't here, so why would I enjoy any of this, Oh, how fun it was. Bullshit, none of it was worth it. Unless I actually got to be an A-list or famous actor that was doing my own work that people loved me for. Why else would I give a shit about any of it if I didn't get to have my wife and kids? Because I really just like to have my wife and kids. Then if I failed at the thing that I'd worked so hard at, then, at least have her and the kids to love me at home, and I don't know what to say. I at least have her. I could hug her and kiss her anytime I felt alone. And it's just been, feel like a sheep. You feel like I don't know what. I mean, I don't know. It's been yeah, just right now it doesn't feel that good. I thought I'd go out there and start, enjoying being alive. I thought I'd go out there and enjoy being alive. I don't know. I don't know. I better not show myself. And it was kind of fun, but right now I started feeling depressed because I remembered that how I looked in the elevator looking that old, but it was for God, because I had to let these people know who were thinking about going out there and being with other women who were married. They had their wife with them. They're thinking about, they might have messed up their marriage, and they saw how what had happened to me, and it was for God and Jesus, so they knew that's not how they ever want to be. And it saved their marriage, and maybe Jesus saved their souls because of the God's work that I was able to do for God and Jesus. And Jesus saved their souls maybe by helping to keep them married as one flesh instead of them going out with random people. So it was God's work I had to do, so I'm grateful that I had to do it. And I know I don't always look like that, but even Iggy Pop in his old age doesn't always look old. Sometimes he has a kind of young body looking. He doesn't always look way old. Iggy Pop. I don't know who he is, but I don't know him. But I know I thought he looked kind of cool and stuff, and I don't even know. He was like one of the people that were supposed to be kind of cool. Like he was like skinny in the 70s. He was one of those blonde people in the 70s who had a really skinny in shape body. And then he finally got famous in the 90s, I think, with Train Spotting, or I don't know. That was so cool. In this video, I really filmed the roof of the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel. I never throw myself off the roof. Why would people kill themselves? As in shape as I am, I'd probably fly. I'd probably fly off the entire building and hit the ground and bounce up and go, and then still be alive and be like, yo, man. And they'd put me in a full body. They'd put me in a full body cast. They'd put me in a football field and be like, here's your son. And I'd be like, yay! You go play football for them Hollywood high school football team. Yay, boys. Don't play football for it, but do art there. I think they can make it there. Is this filming? Yeah. They didn't say if it was upright or not. I don't know. So I look okay in this video, but earlier I kept having to go up and down the elevator, and I waved my card in front of it to get to the room. And the one miracle was that I almost got a Ferrari. A miracle. Since I was 10 years old, I've hoped to have a Ferrari, and instead I've had no car. I haven't owned a car since 2017 or 2018. I have not owned a car. I almost got to buy a Ferrari, and it was at a time when the Ferrari was like looking down and out and was making a weird sound, and they would have sold it for cheap, and I didn't get it at the right time. If I had gone out there, I got the feeling from God, go out now, and I could have bought the Ferrari. It has 4 seats. And 4 seats for my family, for my entire family. I would have finally got my dream car and paid them like $800 a month or something until it paid $40,000 a year in 4 years. I would have paid for the car $800 a month. It's not that bad, and I would have had a real Ferrari. And instead, I didn't buy it, and they hung on to it, and I think it looked like it went up in value like $100,000. I couldn't have bought it. I already missed the opportunity to get it when they thought it was really not worth, but it was worth a bunch. I could have gotten a Ferrari. It was one of the cars that, like, the car I drove was a Lamborghini, and I just was like, I just won't spend any money on it. And if I do get a car, I don't know what I'll do. I almost could have gotten a Ferrari because I'm not supposed to drive a car, And I've hoped to have a cool car like a Ferrari since I was 10 years old or something like that. I guess I'll be a tenured professor at a college. Yeah. No, I won't. I'm not supposed to. I already worked 40 years. To make me a professor at college would be just insult to injury, is what it would be. It's what it would be. Insult to injury. To have to work as a college professor after 40 years working conservatively. 40 years. 20 years at real estate, 20 years at entertainment industry stuff. And it could have been 55 years, but I'm only 46. But really, I only worked at homes for 18 years. I can say I only worked at them for however long, but I don't know. When you add up the hours, full-time hours, it depends on how you look at full-time hours. Don't show myself. That's not you. That's not Mrs. J. Kill. She doesn't talk in a southern accent like the people I know from around here, from around Roanoke. But that's not here. Mrs. J. Kill's a different person. She's like from some state that's not. I don't know. She doesn't want to move to Hollywood. Her and her husband make videos or something like that. Give me these grapes. The grapes of wrath, if you make it more complete. Don't show his face. Looks like someone broke his nose already. Why would you show his face? Don't pull your famous stuff on me, old man. That's Mrs. J. Kill's husband. Saying, old man. I farted and ate a grape. It was like trying to put a fart into my mouth. I don't know what to do. I got afraid. Is there anywhere to go where it's really just fun at night? Like it used to be? It was kind of fun. I guess that's how it used to be. Wow, when I was younger, I'm gonna try to enjoy myself. These grapes are pretty good. I don't care if it's trying to put farts into my mouth. Who cares? Let it incinerate my body instantly so I don't have to suffer anymore, and I'll be in heaven with God and Jesus. Well, I'll be with God and Jesus. Rather than suffer feeling farts going in my mouth when I'm trying to enjoy grapes. No, that's wrong. I don't want my kids to hear that. I thought I'd just get to instantly die, but then I found out that if anyone tries to kill themselves, it's violent. Really bad, and it'd be awful. You'd end up like in a wheelchair and still alive, and worse. So you can't even kill yourself. So it'll just get better. It'll get better. Yep, just trying to put these grapes to my mouth, and it keeps putting a fart like right around the grape as I was almost gonna put it into my mouth. How fun it is all by myself. At least I'm not in Roanoke County anymore. That's probably why. There's probably people watching it from Roanoke County and they're like, yep, he's by himself. Like in high school. Because I wasn't by myself when I was in Roanoke City, or on that side of town, on Roanoke County, on that side of town, right next to the city, in my town. And then when I moved back to where I was at high school, it made me like all alone again. So I'm never going back there. I never want to go back there. I'd rather have some homeless person shoot me in the head and kill me. I'd rather have some homeless person just shoot me in the head and kill me. I never want to go back to Roanoke. I never want to go there one time. Unless my mom and dad got sick and I have to, I just don't want to. It felt so bad there. Am I ever going to get to be with my wife? Or just have to suffer by myself hoping that she'll change her mind? She didn't change her mind. She likes me the whole time. She watches my videos. She just pretends that she doesn't want to be with me, and then she just, if I don't talk to her for a few days, she misses me. But I'm the one who had to suffer about, 100 times as bad as she did. I had to suffer about 100 times as bad as she did being alone, because I didn't have her and the kids. Ugh. I ruined the grape. Tastes like it put a fart all around it and on it and stuff right before I was about to put it into my mouth. And then put it into my mouth sounded like a gay penis going into my mouth, because I looked at like women on the internet and pretended it was my wife, and I didn't get it just right. So it tried to pay me back by like pretending I was with a gay man to make me feel way worse. And just crap like that just doesn't feel good. So it's just not really even worth living for. But maybe it'll get better again. Like, it just feels like all alone. And then if I try to fantasize about being with a woman on the computer, then it like makes it way worse. And I have to think about like these men being with my wife and all this horrible, awful stuff, like men being with her, and I have to, and it just feels so bad. Even just looking at a woman on the internet, on the computer, and having a fantasy about someone other than my wife. And even now, I fantasized about my own wife, like whatever images I was looking at on the computer, and still I had to feel like there were like men going after my wife or something, because like some of the images didn't quite look like my wife. And so who else do I go to? Because I don't have my wife she's alive, but she's not with me in real life. And she said she doesn't want to be with me. So it's almost like I may as well just die. Because can you imagine if you were married and you didn't get to ever have sex again or something like that? You just might as well, I don't know, don't die, but like, you know, who would want to live that way? It's not really worth living for. That's how I feel about it. So maybe I'll get to be with somebody, because, you know, maybe I'll get to be with somebody one day. It just doesn't feel that good being alive without a wife or kids. And my kids are alive. They're all alive and well, but how do I hug them? You know? What kind of love do I get at home other than God's love? No intimacy, no hugging, no kissing, no getting to hug the baby. You know, even the most innocent hugging and stuff. It doesn't have to be sex. Just the love of her talking to me in the same house. Just in the same house talking to me. If I never got to have sex with her again, that's plenty. Just getting to live together in the same house and her being kind to me. Wow, that's like 100 times or 1,000 times more than I've had the past 8 years. That's why my wife feels like shit. But I'm not going to kill myself. Because if you ever tell anyone you're depressed, are gonna, you can't even say it to anyone, because then the police might make it worse for you if you're outside of Los Angeles. But I think in Los Angeles they're not that way. That's why I moved here. They can't take you away for no reason. And if they did, at least wouldn't suck that bad, because there are actually famous people living here and cool things I liked growing up that were like, hey, maybe something's not as sinful and awful as it was everywhere out in society. Maybe there's somewhere else that's actually okay. And that's why I moved to Los Angeles. And I thought, hey, I like the Dead Kennedys. I like the Misfits. I like David Lee Roth. I like Motley Crue. I like all those cool bands I watched growing up. Hey, guess where? Hey, I wonder where they're from. And then eventually I found out they're from Los Angeles. All the famous people I liked growing up that made me think, hey, there's somewhere out there where it doesn't suck. But I don't know if that's true or not. So I moved back to my hometown as soon as I was done my studies all the time. Didn't even get to party at all in Los Angeles. Went right back home when I was 27, when Jim Morrison, he had moved there the same year, the same age as I was, like 19 or something like that. He was 19, and he got to be the most famous one ever or something like that, and then died when he was 27. I just went to a bunch of school for God and Jesus and moved home, a little fucking failure. But Jim Morrison had about $1 million net worth back then for today's money, or maybe $2 million. Now it might be $2 million for what he had back then. So he didn't have that much money, but it's kind of a bunch of money. But in LA, so many people are millionaires. The average home is $800,000. Or something like that, $780,000, $795,000. So that's crazy. But you can buy a house here for $200,000. You can buy a little apartment here for $200,000. I don't know how you play drums or be loud, but you can maybe find a little house here. I don't know. I'm just depressed right now. See, it'll all go away and change, and everything will be okay again. And then it'll be like, hey, and I'll get to go out there, like when I first started filming this video, and I was like, thought everything was fun and okay, and I was like, hey, it's like the old days. I can actually feel like I almost get to party, but then it turned to stupid shit. It made me want to die. Like having to think about being old and stupid shit that doesn't make me feel good. It made me want to die. I don't know. But I guess I don't look as bad as Rodney Dangerfield. He was actually a little bit skinny. It's crazy as crap to think that he wasn't fat. He had a kind of small body, Rodney Dangerfield. He might have weighed like 170 pounds, or 175 pounds. Rodney Dangerfield. But looking back, when I was a little kid, it looked like he was so old. Like his eyes were really big and he was really old. And, and he had like he had a body. I thought, I was like, what the heck? It was like so old looking. But he was cool. I thought he was kind of cool. And then, like, I watched a video of him now, and it was like he got out of a Rolls Royce, and he goes, hey,
Yeah, I don't know how he talks, but Rodney Dangerfield.